Hello, Simulacrum here, back for yet another game number 4 of Starcraft beta, Starcraft 2 beta. And this time, once again, PvP. That's the only thing I get, so get used to it. It's me playing against ggvovan. I hope I'm not butchering his name, but that's how it says. And here's me, Simulacrum. We're on opposite ends of the map. The map is Steps of War. One of the maps in the single 1v1 pool. As we see here, his probe goes to this ramp and places a pylon. On this map there is quite a wide, or actually there is a normal ramp up here, but he opted to go for the wide ramp to try to wall off his natural. And actually, if he walls off his natural, he can also get access to his second expansion over here by breaking the rocks over here. So we'll go back to myself over here, building, queuing up some probes, chrono boosting the Nexus as usual. I've also placed a pylon, but a big difference is I have not started walling off this huge ramp leading down to the middle of the map, but instead opted for walling off this small ramp because it's easier to defend. So, but of course now, okay, there was some kind of FPS drop again. I don't know what if it's something with my drivers. I have seen others having it that too when trying to record. Anyway, I'm scouting in over here, and he goes now for his gateway at 12 pop. I'm at 14, but I began it at 13, actually now at 15. And then I'm going at the same time for my assimilator, usually at 14 supply. We'll go to look at the units tab. I have a slight lead in probes, going for my that second pylon at 16, and continuing to pump out probes. And here we see a big difference in our strategies. He has opted to go Gateway Nexus for that fast expansion, which can be really good, but this is quite a small map. I believe it's a 1v1 map, so, and it's not played in the other matchups, so in the other games 2v2, etc. So it's quite risky. Yeah, going for my cybernetics core over here at 18 supply as usual, and my second assimilator. Also soon pumping out my first zealot, but I think I scouted his expansion, and knowing that he wouldn't have too many units in the beginning, although he has queued up 2 zealots over here. Yeah, opposite to my 1 zealot, and I am going for these double gas. Interesting to see in his strategy is that he has gone the path of a very late assimilator. Okay, something's weird with my fraps again. I don't know what's going on. The frame rate just dropped. Anyway, he's going for his first West-beam geyser over here. And he has his expansion, building probes. But yeah, also warping in a second gateway, and I'm warping a second gateway. Our supplies are, let's see, 27, 23 in my favor. Going for the robotics facility, which is quite nice, because he has no chance to go the tech path right now, the tech route, because he's not even mining gas, even though he has this assimilator. He's just going for very mineral heavy build, plenty of zealots, lower tier units. And so I will speed things up, because it would be really nice if this video would fit into one part. As you see here, I'm just walling off my ramp, making a forge for some upgrades. Nothing special. I will reduce speed. You'll see that he goes over here with 6 zealots, but he completely ignores my base, maybe seeing that I have walled it off tightly. He didn't even look over here. Now we'll see what he will see. Yeah, he sees that I have this blockade going on, and he has only zealots and I have ranged units. So he ignores it and gets back to his base. Meanwhile, I'm finished warping in my robotics bay, giving me access to Colossus and some nice upgrades. So actually one upgrade, the extended thermal lance. Also I finished upgrading my warp gate research, and I have warp gates online. We'll look what he has in his base. Yeah, he's attacking the rocks with his zealots, or a few of them. Also, he has teched meanwhile, and he's going for the robotics facility, but I am quite much ahead in tech. Soon I will have my first Colossus out. And now he's starting to go for these assimilators, placing probes in them. Also warping in plenty of pilots. And making a second expansion. So he's wasting, actually not wasting, but using really a huge chunk of his resources for this. And he has mostly a zealot heavy army with no upgrades. I'm going for my first upgrade over here, so I'm still with no upgrades. And my army